The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
We are live with Uly the Monster Diaz.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Uly? Oh shit, we can't hear you, brother.
Muted.
You're muted on your end. Can you
David,
hear
is
us?
Muted on your end?
I believe he is muted. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix that. I think he's okay. Uly, can you say something?
Hello.
Uly, are we good?
I think we might have some technical difficulties.
In the meantime, we got Uly Diaz, the Monster. He's going to be joining us live, so you stay tuned, man, for the people popping in and the people popping out. Shout out to Only Hands. They are going to be exclusively bringing it to you on a Facebook group called Only Hands. It is one of the largest bare knuckle groups in the world, if not the largest that I know of. Shout out to David Potter and FIGHTWORLD Live and Amazon Prime. You know, we're bringing you the heat that's going to bring you the information you want for the bare knuckle culture. And we do have one of the finest that do it. He is the world record holder for the fastest knockout in combat sports.
3 seconds, that is.
We call him the King of Miami, and we're just waiting for him to join us now. Levi, how have you been the last few days, and how was your weekend?
Oh, solid, brother. We had that farmers market fiasco. If you don't know, check our YouTube, our Facebook Live.
It was wild.
It was live.
It was wild. So let them know what happened, man. We had so Levi's down there with his new business. Shout out to Sip Invasion.
Sip Invasion. You see across
Sip Invasion.
Yeah, Sip Invasion.
Yeah.
Come get your drinks now. Get your taste buds invaded. Anyways, we were down at the farmers market and some guy was on the 5th floor balcony. Of course, the only balcony of the whole apartment building that has a balcony. Dude's got the apartment. He yells out, "I got a gun!" Everybody
hits the deck and scatters.
Dude, gone. Like, I had a big old line, too. Like, buddy ruined my last 2 hours of fucking...
yeah, my boy was killing it. That's why I said this fool's costing my brother money.
And as soon as I figured that out, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to go from one business to the other. So I pulled out, went on live on the bus for like an hour. We got like 2,200 stars. Shout out to everybody that sent some stars.
Yeah, we were live first on the news scene and killing it before the local news, and they were wishing they had our footage.
And then there towards the end, I was like, hey, can I get an update? And they said, the police go, I ain't giving you an update. And I said, well, that's on you then. I walked away.
Haters.
It's all good, though.
We got media credentials, and they just hate on us, bro.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Wait, who hates you guys?
The police.
Well, you know, this is what we're assuming because they didn't give us no love.
And I asked him for an update. He was like, no, you don't got an actual camera in here. Well, I have a better camera than he had over there, but it's just
On God.
It's okay.
Hey, David, can I get an adjustment on that audio for the intro so we ain't blowing speakers? It seems like there's a leveling issue on the audio from one intro to the other, from Fight World to us. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely gotta fix that. We'll fix that for you guys, for you big dick bands.
Woo, man.
Let me see.
Uly's in the building.
Oh, the monster is back in the house.
I'm back in the building. I don't know. I guess I was having some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
What's going on, gentlemen?
Hey,
what's good, monster? What's happening, baby?
Man, life is good and getting better. I appreciate the opportunity, guys. Man, sorry for being a little late, but you know, I got a job outside of fighting, and that's being a dad. No, it takes a lot of time as well.
That's the number one job in the world, my man.
And that's why he's in the vehicle right now, because he's out here being that dad. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, congratulations to you guys, man, on the big move with Amazon. That's huge, man. That's a great platform.
Hey, thank you. Let's go, man. Thanks for that. Means so much more coming from you, my man. So what we're wanting to do now, now that we switch gears to Amazon, is bring exclusive, bare knuckle content to only Amazon and move away from the podcast itself and make this the show. And I think it's going to be giving us a lot of freedom back to the podcast, so we can start interviewing politicians and whatnot back again.
Doctors, comedians, you know how it goes.
It was a cool move, man. Thank you for the congratulations. Like I said, it means a lot to me personally.
Absolutely, man. It's a huge move. It's a huge platform, and you guys been putting in the work, being consistent, and it pays off, man.
Speaking of huge moves, man, you've been doing huge moves, man. You were just in June announced to do the John Gotti 3 fight with Mayweather, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I fought on the Mayweather card in London.
Yes, I remember that. I do recall that.
That was back in February. Me and my opponent, Kalis Kareem, had a hell of a fight on that one. So they called us back for round 2, and we had another amazing fight, man. We left it all in the ring, and it was a great night, man. It was an amazing night. It went viral, as you guys know, where Gotti and Mayweather got into
dude. What
huge shit backstage.
What a blessing for the exposure for your end too, man. You're like, yes, fuck yeah. I would have been like, yes, cost some more shit because I'm here, man.
Right. Yeah, it was wild, man. I was in the back, after my fight, getting dressed. I had to get a couple stitches on one of my old cuts opened up, and I'm watching the fight, and I see this ruckus break out. And I honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. At first, I thought it was bullshit. I'm like, oh, this is like they're doing shit for the camera. And sure enough, man, it wasn't bullshit. It kept going, and
people got to understand that these are actual gangsters.
And the shit moved on I moved on to the backstage, and it got crazy back there, man.
Hell yeah,
man, I would have loved to cover that. Dude, I love behind the scenes.
Uly, I know that you're far from your old previous self and doing gangster shit, but I know that you're probably like, yo, this is fucking crazy, dog.
Yeah, I've been far removed from my gangster days, but that old gangster's always still in me. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
you can take the monkey out the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out the monkey, man. And
that's right, dog. Gorilla, man. So and that was, I never got the chance to talk about this. Actually, I was gonna bring it up because people forget that like John Gotti is an actual mob member. You know what I mean? Like, his whole family is actually the mafia.
That's funny. That's what I said backstage when all that shit was like kind of dying down. The cops came and they put some order back there. And I was telling the people I was with them, like, man, these guys got this shit confused. Like, the dudes that be hanging out with Floyd, I don't know them personally, and there might be some gangster ass dudes back there, but you fucking with the mafia. These dudes are real killers. They ain't playing around.
No, man, and then you got to think on the opposite spectrum. You got Mayweather, who also moves like a mafia, So you got some big money dudes and big money players in a really gangster scenario. It's ingredients for bad shit. It's cool that it didn't come to anything.
And it's like diehard fans of each of them.
Exactly. Yeah, it's cool that we didn't see no blood or anybody really hurt. From after the facts of this.
Yeah, no, thank God everything played itself out. The cops came back there and took order. There was people trying to rush Mayweather's locker room. Me and him, our locker room was across the hallway from each other, and those people trying to get in there wild. But everything calmed down. Everything it got back to order, and everybody went about their way.
Hell yeah.
That's good. Other than being super busy in the boxing ring, when are the fans gonna see you back in bare knuckles?
Man,
Ooh.
I've been in talks lately with Bare Knuckle. We're trying to work something out. Hopefully soon. I know they're coming to my hometown of Miami, and I don't think there'd be a good Bare Knuckle event without the monster in the ring, especially in my backyard in Miami. So
That's fucking
we'll see what happens.
right.
We're in negotiations now, and let's see if we make something happen, man. Because at the end of the day, I love the sport. Boxing. I mean, fighting has saved my life, but it is a business at the end of the day. You got everybody's got to do their things the right way.
You're a draw too, Uly. You know what I mean? You're not just some fucking chump off the street. You're a decorated fighter, man, and you've been fighting on some big fucking cards. And I mean, if you don't main event it, due to titles or whatever, that makes sense. But you got to be on that fucking card, man.
Yeah,
Featured
I agree with you
feature or
guys.
a co. I would love it for a co-main.
I agree with you guys, and not only am I a draw, it's like we said, it's in my backyard. So if I draw people when it's not in my backyard, imagine when it is in my backyard.
Exactly.
We'll pick out the masses. So I'm ready to make something happen.
Hey, I want to make one of these Miami shows one of these days.
Oh, definitely. I think that's
Right.
one on my list. Is I want to make it down. If you do hit this card, I want to get down there.
I'll make the Albuquerque card too, but we'll figure that out.
Absolutely. Since your absence of not being in the ring, man, there's been some fucking headlines with Connor jumping in with Jug and Mike Perry. There's a lot of new fans coming this way too. So
I've been watching, man. I've been watching. Mike Perry, shout out to him. He's been doing his thing. He's brought a whole different crowd to it. He's an animal. He's a dog in the ring. The juggernaut knows how to handle the mic, and he knows how to handle himself in the ring as well. So a lot of big fans are coming. It's turned from it's like everything. It's the fastest growing sport, fastest growing company, and it's an amazing combat sport, man. You want to see action? It gives you action.
For the Northwest, you got our boy Kai Stewart, who knows how to market himself, on the internet.
Yeah, he's making quite the start of himself as well. Kai's making his own headlines. Did you end up watching his featherweight title fight against Louis Lopez?
44.
Ooh, did we lose him?
For winning the belt, I think he'll be fighting my boy HD soon. That'll be a great fight. A kid out of South Florida doing his thing. So I look forward to that, man. It'll be fireworks.
I absolutely. I think everyone wants to see the Kai Stewart HD lineup. I think the fans have been begging for almost a year and a half. I'm curious to see where that's going to go. If it happens sooner than later, I'm excited either way.
Oh yeah, me too.
I got a question for you that kind of concerns your wife, man. Are you ever going to step into a WWE ring, maybe?
Man, you know what, man? Like anybody else, that'd be the dream, right? I actually did something with WWE a few years back. I think it was 2020. They had this thing called WWE Underground, where it was kind of like street fights, and I got to wrestle Dolph Ziggler, which is cool. He's a legend in the game. And I think they're bringing that underground shit back around. So, once they do, I'll step to them and see what happens. But that's anybody's dream, especially somebody my age, where I grew up watching WWE, and now I'm married to a superstar, and it'd be cool to be in the ring for sure.
Would you wrestle Batista?
I'd love to.
If they can make a story out of it,
That'd be badass, man. I'd love to wrestle Batista. And Batista actually, he could fight too. Not only wrestle, he does like Muay Thai and shit too. So
is that right?
It'd be dope. It'd be dope to get a fight with him.
Nice. I watched one documentary on him. It was like 45 minutes, and this was like a couple of years ago, and they were talking about how nice that guy is behind the screen. They're like, he's not a big animal.
I'm sure, man. And he's a fucking megastar now.
So that made me not think though. Like, I didn't think he knew like anything about training. That was a shock to me when you're like, oh, he fucking trains, dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, he's a badass, man, and he fucking he's a megastar now with the movie. So I think the last thing he wants to do is try to fight for some money,
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I said if they could lure it with some crazy storyline, it would be a fun storyline, dude.
Indeed, it
absolutely.
would. I wanted to. Somebody commented on the comments. They said Kai versus Brandon Allen in the post-fight interview. David Feldman said that
he shut that down. Yeah.
So
Uly, what else have you been up to other than the fight culture? Obviously, you were down in London. What did you do besides fucking prep for your fight? Did you go see some sights and do some gangster shit, or what?
Did you have
when I went to London, man, shout out to my boy Charlie Hoy. Charlie Hoy's a boxer. I know him for years. We've been training together when he comes down. He's from London. He picked me up. I went to Stonehenge. which is
Hell
badass
yeah! What do you
fight.
think of that,
Yeah.
man? What did you think of
Stonehenge
that?
is fucking amazing. I've always like fucking. I love shit like the pyramids, fucking aliens, all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unexplicable shit. So and Stonehenge is one of those things on Earth. So
Seeing it,
seeing it in person was fucking amazing.
yeah, that was my question. I'm like, is it as mind-boggling in person as it is like from pictures?
Definitely mind-boggling, more than it is in pictures. And once you're there, they have people, that work there that actually tell you the story behind it. And all those rocks are from hundreds of miles away. They're the only
Yeah,
rocks
dude,
in those
it's a
areas.
fucking trip of a story, man.
It is a
And
trip, man.
I was saying the time and the technology, like I don't understand. Yeah, it doesn't make
No,
any sense.
and like I've heard about Stonehenge for years, but once I got there, the guy started explaining to me, and like the intricacy of these blocks, there's more
Yeah.
to it than you actually know, and it's fucking wild shit, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, including Stonehenge, I heard that's a fucking really beautiful area too, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's all like meadowlands. They got sheep and shit everywhere. And like I said, there's no rocks. First of all, those rocks that don't even they're from hundreds of miles away. Nobody knows how they even got there. And that whole area is all flat, like it's hills and shit. There's no rocks like that anywhere. And then there's this one thing in the middle of this field, it's just wild.
Oh, someone's calling him. He's probably like, shit. Someone called you. Yeah. We I think we gotta wait for you to connect again. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello? Oh no, man. that happened. So he had a call come in, so we'll hold it down in the meantime. Uly Diaz has been on, if you didn't hear him early in the episode, he fucking has been in two Floyd Mayweather cards. One happened to be, in London. And that's what we were kind of touching up on. And he said he was gotten to see Stonehenge and all that
And his
shit.
opponent's nickname was Baba Yaga too.
I think, is that right?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Crazy. I think you should bring up you going to Devil's Tower and see if he's maybe gone there. I mean, you both went to some like literal alien hotspots.
Yeah, I know. The gift shop at what's that place called? Devil's Tower is all about aliens.
Yeah, no, they're alien hotspots, man. So I think it's kind of weird that you both went there almost the same, like around the same time and shit.
No, his was back in February in London.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Maybe I was mixing up dates on fights. That's right.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. We have a ton of topics now. We haven't even scratched the surface on. It's just nice to catch up with Uly. He's such a nice fucking guy, man.
Oh, 100%.
Every time that we talk to a guy, he's hella cool, man.
I got a good one. Check this one out. Second one.
Uly's trying to join again, but what'd you guys think about BKFC the previous weekend?
It was good. I was sad to see Mike Richmond retire, but I took Dave in the fight.
Brandon Allen fucking shocked the fuck out of me, to be real.
I'm glad just because, I mean, I don't know.
I was like, oh, shit, he's gone.
I was like, I don't know Seth Schaefer, but
every fight was a fucking pain dropper, without question.
Well, Seth Schaefer is a champion from BYB.
BYB, but that makes Kai number one now that he lost. So let's go. Boxing Rick. There he is. I hear him now.
Yo, my bad, guys. My bad. I don't know what's happening here, but my bad.
Don't feel bad, man. We know, like, usually when whoever's going virtual for some reason, it seems like when a call comes through, it fucks up the connection pretty good.
Yeah, it fucked me up. But we're talking about London, man. Stonehenge was amazing. My boy Charlie Hoy took me all over the city. I got to fight in the O2 Arena, which is fucking legendary.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was my next question. How was that, bro?
That was amazing, man. And not only did I get to fight in O2 Arena, I got to fight. I was the co-main event basically for Floyd Mayweather. I got to fight before him, share the same stage.
Any time with Floyd, or was he kind of closed off?
Honestly, I wasn't even trying to do anything, man. He's always with a big crowd. He had his own thing going on. I ain't wanna, I had my family there with me too, so I wasn't even trying to get in the mix, man. I went there. I visited a couple sites, had some food with my boys. It was a great place. London is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And I enjoyed it, man.
We talked on this last time, and I told you how big it is compared to like a Montana city or anything. Was London big compared to Miami? Oh shit! I think so. Yeah, he's gonna like, quit calling me. I want it because London's spread.
What'd you say, David?
David, are you there, baby? Yeah, someone's blowing him up.
Someone's blowing him up.
No, and then we had the main event. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, his best friend's Pitbull.
The one that comes up before the dog.
That's right.
I'd always mention that.
Okay, back to the question, Uly.
Yeah, my bad, man. I got it's one of my boys calling me from prison, man. He's been in prison 40 years this year.
Oh,
Oh yeah. We talked about him on the last episode. Tell him we
Yeah,
said shout out when you do get the opportunity, man.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy, man.
We wish him well, man.
Absolutely, I will. I'll let him know that you guys say what's up, man. He'll love to hear that.
Hell yeah. No, I was just asking, you know, city comparison wise, because you're a Miami boy, man, and to me that was fucking insane because there were so many cities connected, and London is much like that. So when you got to see London, man, was London way bigger than Miami to you?
London is way bigger than Miami, and it's just you know, it's a whole different vibe. It's you know, Miami's a fucking paradise city. It's beachy, it's sunny as fuck.
Yeah.
London is nothing like that. It was you know, it was foggy, it was kind of rainy. It was in February, it was cold as shit. But again, it was just a different experience. It was beautiful to be there. It was, you know, again, amazing to fight in the O2 Arena on the same floor as Floyd Mayweather. And we put on a show, man. You know, I fought Khalid Kareem. They call him Baba Yaga, the boogeyman. And you know what? Like you guys know me, man. I never make any enemies against my opponents. You know what I mean? I try to keep everything professional, and he kept it professional as well. We become good friends. We had another amazing fight, and you know, and the good thing is, I have my name in the mix for every time Floyd, does one of his fights.
Badass, man.
I'm sure I'll be on the card.
That's exciting, man. Way to pave your way for yourself, man. Your future looks clean.
Speaking of like alien hotspots, I went to Devil's Tower 2 Fridays ago because I was at the Jelly Roll conference.
Where's Devil's Tower?
Wyoming.
It's in have you ever seen that movie from the 70s? What the fuck's it called?
It's the only hill in Wyoming. Go on.
The movie in the 70s, it's called they did a big movie on it. Some guy, you know, like abduction, and it was a Utah movie. I bet you if I say the name, you'll understand it immediately. Hold on one second.
But anyways, I think it's an old petrified tree but this thing's like 40 stories, 40, 50, 60 stories high.
Oh,
People that were crawling, like climbing up it, looked like little bugs. You know what I mean? Like on a tree. Like you're like, holy shit, that thing's fucking huge. But I just thought that's crazy. That
Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Uly. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That's a classic. Yeah. Is it filmed there?
Yeah, you know, that's where they all went at the end to see the alien land.
Shout out to the Strike 666. He came up with the name too. Close Encounters.
Dude. He did catch it. Yeah, I was looking it up. I was like, fuck, I know you know it because it was legendary back in its day. And I thought it was really coincidental that we just happened to talk to you and you brought up Stonehenge. I was like, yo, you just went to an alien hotspot.
Yeah, I'm into all that. I'm into that weird, like I said, unexplainable shit where nobody can tell you how it got there, how it got built. Like the pyramids, I always bring up that example because that's like, you know, it's fucking amazing what they've done.
Don't do DMT because then you'll never stop questioning your life.
Fucking right. Or do, up to you. I don't know.
Yeah, encourage.
Look, so I wanted to ask you, what did you think of 47 last weekend? Yeah, 47.
Yeah, did you have time when you watch it? Did you pick it up?
What's that?
Bare Knuckle 47.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the fight. BKFC 47. Yeah, I saw it.
What do you think about the main event about Mundell Richmond? Did you expect it to go that route?
Man, first of all, both those guys are fucking amazing fighters. You know, shout out to both of them. Shout out to Dave Mundell for defending his belt. Honestly, like before the fight, like my son was asking me, "Oh, who do you think, Dad?" I'm like, man, it's hard to call. You know what I mean? I thought the Marine, you know, the Marine's real slick. But he didn't look like himself. You know what I mean?
I agree, Uly.
He didn't look like himself in the fight, and look, he went off and retired after the fight because, you know, he's been fighting a long time. He's been putting in a lot of work, and before that, he was fucking fighting for this country in Afghanistan. He's done a lot of hard shit in his life. So shout out to him. I'm a huge fan of his. Dave Mundell, man, is you know, I consider him a friend. I've trained with him in Tampa. He's always been a badass fighter to me, and huge congratulations to him. He did his job, man. He's you know, he's second guy to stop Richmond, man. It was an amazing fight. It was amazing, you know, and it was crazy how Richmond dropped him in the first round and he got back up on his feet and handled business.
What
Yeah,
a
he did.
fight. What a fight. Yeah, no, I definitely, so I don't want to skim over it. And there's actually another piece of information that was dropped by the
The Strega?
Strega. Again,
666.
he said that that Dave Mundell lost his brother right before the fight
I
to
just saw that.
Richmond.
I just saw that. I know Mundell's brother. Is his brother's the one with all the tattoos on his head and everywhere. That's my guy. That guy didn't pass away.
Oh, okay. So I guess
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna go with your word right now. Maybe there's a passive misinformation, but
Or
I
maybe it's just
did
another
want
brother
to
I don't
slow
know
that
about.
down because we haven't had a chance to talk about it, and I want to give I'm tipping my hat off to old Richmond, man. What a
Absolutely.
fucking warrior, man. And
Absolutely.
it was an honor to watch him and meet him
No,
and
his little brother.
and see him in his in all of his glory, man. I watched him perform a few times and he made a fan out of me. And I'm gonna be honest and say I'm saddened to see him go, but I'm happy to see him walk away with at his time.
Listen, man, Richmond has fought everybody in their hometown and beat everybody's ass in their hometown. And he came and look, he fought in Lakeland, which is basically Mundell's hometown. He's never had a problem, never had an issue. He does whatever. You know, he's a fighter, man. He's a fighter through and through. He's tough as they come. And you know, man, shout out to him. Fucking nothing but love and respect to him. And it's amazing what he's done with his career. And you know, I'm glad he left it all in the ring. And he has nothing to hang his head on. You know what I mean? He can hold his head up high anywhere he goes.
Absolutely. I'm 100% behind that, Uly. And still talking about 47, did you have any thoughts or did you want to share any thoughts on the controversial stoppage or with the Josh Dyer situation and Jared?
Man, you know what? I think, you know, I like Jared. I just think I think on the referee's part, first it was a bad call. I don't think it was a hit behind the head. I think it was just, you know, it was a good punch. Dyer is you know, he's a bull, man. He rushes you, he throws crazy punches. He's strong as an ox. You know, when he lands something, he's gonna hurt you. And I think, you know, he landed a couple of clean punches on Jared. And when they stopped the fight and took a point away from him, it's hard to see at the moment. Obviously, you know, everything's going so fast, so you can't take nothing from the referee. But you know, looking at the replay and you know, sitting back at home and watching that, it was a bad call. But
I absolutely agree with you. I'm on the same page.
I can't put myself in Jared's shoes. I don't know how he was feeling. You know, as a fighter, I've been there. I got, you know, Francisco Richie hit me in the eye, split me open. Both my fights that I've lost in BKFC have been doctor stoppages. It's been out of my hands, and that one seemed like, you know, he didn't want to. He something held him back from keep going. You know, from keep fighting. And we know Jared is being a tough guy. He's fought many times. He's had some bloody fights. He's fought with cuts. So for him not to
decided not to.
For him not to continue, it had to be something that he felt he didn't feel right.
Right. Especially with taking the whole 5. That's what I was like.
I want to go back to the punch. I voiced it as soon as it happened. I watched the replays. I said, I got to see this shit again, man, because I think it was too, I mean, for him to get a point taken away and all that other shit, I just think it was in action. It was live. I mean, it wasn't a purpose. Even if it was on the back of the head, it wasn't on purpose. It was literally in the middle of
to me, it wasn't in the back of the head. I saw the punch. It was on the side, kind of behind.
Side of the ear, man. I got him on the ear too.
Yeah, which is legal. And it wasn't after the bell. It was kind of like on the bell, like on the last bell. Bing, bing,
yes, bing, dude. And it was in action.
And it was in action. It wasn't like a malicious hit, you know. So that, like, again, that's just my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. They all stink. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion. And look, it happened already, so there's no going backwards. That's for sure.
Fucking right.
I got one more question for you, and it's kind of what your thoughts are on it concerning losses in BKFC. Do you feel like because it is easier to have a doctor stoppage or some technical bullshit, do you think that having a loss on your record isn't as painful as it would be in MMA or boxing?
I think when it comes to MMA and BKFC, losses don't really mean too much. I mean, depends on your loss, obviously. You know what I mean?
Right.
It depends on your loss and whatever, but I don't think that should mean anything. In boxing, it's different. You have one loss and it's like you're a scrub, and you could be fucking 30-1.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, because
boxing, they a lot of people, not a lot of people, everybody that you start off, you fluff your record, you know, and that's just the way boxing goes. So You know, once you get you got to get yourself to a certain stage where then you can't pick your fights no more. You can't fluff your record. You got to fight the big names. But that's why you got to kind of guard your record in boxing. As for BKFC and MMA, you know, look, you got greats. We have fucking 13, 15 losses on their records, and they're fucking champions, and they're the best in the world. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So to add to that question, does it make you or anybody that is like on, like, let's just take Jug for an example, on a 9-0 fucking winning streak that much more impressive? You know, or even Palominos, it would be another good example. You know, they're just, you know, they have such a long stretch of winning. Is that more impressive in this sport than it would be to have like a 7-0 streak in UFC?
I think they're both impressive. It's definitely more impressive in BKFC, a little more impressive in BKFC, just because BKFC fucking you could get hit with a soft punch that kind of even grazes you and you're cut. You know what I mean? And you're fucked. And you know, and MMA, you know, you could take it to the ground and kind of avoid a lot of shit. And BKFC is kind of hard to avoid the fight, especially in the square. I mean, you know, in the squared circle. And so yeah, to me it would be a little more impressive to have that, like a Palomino record, a Juggernaut record, and BKFC, because you know, to avoid a cut or a doctor stoppage, and you know, continue to fight it, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah. All right. So I threw a little fun thing in here. I got 2 questions of 80s trivia for you.
Hell yeah, I want to know because I don't know either.
All right.
We're in this together, Uly.
Yes, sir.
8675309 was Jenny's number, but who sang it?
8675309.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. That song's old school. That shit's old as fuck. That's from like the 80s.
Yeah.
Yep. He got this in 80.
I have no idea. Who is that?
Who is it?
Tommy Two-Tone.
No.
I would have never guessed that. I would have
No,
never
me
guessed
either.
that.
It sounds like a name that I should know, though.
Right.
Oh no! Hey, we got a fucking quiz master here on the line. This guy.
No shit.
Yeah. These two guys had the answer. Tommy Two-Tone.
Yeah, Tommy Two-Tone. Anyways, and then who was sucking on a chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze?
Where's that at?
I don't know. I mean, there's one in Conrad, but that ain't who they're singing about.
Is it a song?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so it's.
I can even give you
what's
the
the
name
song?
I can give you the name of the song.
Yeah, let's hear what's the song?
Jack and Diane.
Oh, okay. So we got John Cougar.
Oh, wait, I know that song. Jack and Diane. Wait, I know that song. Fuck. Jack and Diane. Fuck. Hold on. Who is that? Is that
John Cougar? John Mellencamp.
John Mellencamp?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think because I'm with you here. So we're gonna piece this together. Jack and Diane. Oh man, I keep hearing Kenny Chesney for some reason, dude. Like country. Jack and Diane. No.
Live a life in my dreams. Yeah, that's a good one, though. All right, one more. Here's John Mellencamp.
Oh, the answer was John Mellencamp?
Yeah, you gave him the answer.
Oh shit! All right, cool. I thought there was a lyric in there, like somebody.
Yeah, 2 America's kids growing in the heartland. That's right. I remember.
Yeah, dude, that's it. Yeah.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane. All right, and then the highest grossing film of the 80s. What is it?
Of the 80s, Terminator.
Good guess.
In the 80s.
It's actually surprising.
It's surprising. 80s movie. The Goonies.
Oh,
good guess.
Fucking good guess, Uly.
E.T.
E.T. Oh, that makes fucking sense. I thought that was older than the 80s, though, man.
No.
I thought that was like a 70s flick. Dang.
Yeah, E.T. That's a great one.
That was, right?
That was dope, dude. I like this trivia shit. We got to include this on most episodes. That's tight.
I like that.
fucking dug that.
Yeah, E.T.'s a fucking classic, dog.
Hell yeah.
Fucking right. Uly, what would your finisher be in the WWE? Good. I don't know who typed that in. David, maybe?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'd have to come up with something with a 3-second knockout, you know?
Yeah.
What if you guys could do...
And pow.
Do they have a boy and a girl tag team champion? Maybe you could start something new.
I think we lost him for a second.
That's all right. Keep that in mind.
Did you hear us?
Did you hear that, Uly? Oh, fuck. We're going to lose him again.
Fuck yeah.
No, keep that in mind though. So if Uly fucking does join, you know, his woman in his in her career, could that happen? Like a boy and a girl tag team champion.
Yeah, what is
Yeah,
Yuli's
yeah,
finisher
yeah.
got
We
it's got to be
talked
the
about
rock
that
bottom.
before.
It's got to be the fucking rock bottom. Just saying.
What the best finisher?
Yeah, that's got to be your finisher, Uly. It's got to be
The
your
rock.
finisher.
I like it. I like the rock bottom, and I like damn, what's this guy's name? Fuck. What is the RKO or something like that?
Yeah, the
RKO.
RKO. Yeah,
yeah,
Randy
yeah.
Orton. I was hitting those on the kids in the pool the other day.
Yeah.
Me and my best- yeah, me and my best friend were just throwing all the little kids around.
No shit. Until the parents got on your ass.
You're like, yo, what are you doing to my kid?
We're like, little life. Like,
Oh yeah, going around school, suck it, suck my dick to the
Yeah,
teachers.
yeah,
Like,
So, Uly, I was just thinking, man. I was like, even you know, this is really far fetched. If you did end up joining the fucking WWE, man, maybe they could do like a boy and a girl tag team champions. I don't think it's ever been done, and I don't know why they haven't.
No, I think they have done it because my kids always bring that shit up to my wife. You know, asking her about you know, if me and her could be a tag team in WWE. I forgot who she said did it, but that'd be fucking dope as hell.
That'd be
dope.
sick, right? Yeah,
That'd
dude.
be badass. That would be badass.
better start talking to Vince. Fuck it, we'll get there.
Yeah,
So have
yeah,
you
I'm
done
sure.
anything eventful, like going to any events outside of fighting, you know, in your personal life?
No, I haven't, man. I haven't even been to the last couple of BKFCs. I have a couple things going on with the fam that I'll talk about in a few months. We'll get back on here and I'll let you know everything that's been going on in the last couple of months. But no, man, I've been to myself. Got a lot of shit going on. Working on some things. And but this Friday, I don't know, when does this air, or is this live?
It's live right now.
We're
We're
live.
Okay, dope. Yeah, so this Friday I'll be a sideline reporter for the Titan FC fights.
Oh,
So you know, shout out to my guy Lex. He's a COO for Titan. He called me up to see if I could do sideline reporting. So
badass, dude.
yeah, man, thank you. Yeah, so I'm doing that. I've been working on I got a podcast. I stopped doing Don't Blink. I'm working on a podcast now called Negative to Positive. I'm the host for Negative to Positive.
Okay.
I was
It's a
going to ask
badass
you.
podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been filming that. We've been pre-recording a lot of those shows, and you know, just working on things, man. I'm 42 years old. I definitely still got a couple fights in me. I don't know how many years I got left. I still feel good, but I've kind of, you know, I've had these 2 fights this year. Then I've had, like I said, something personal happen, so I've kind of just put myself in the back burner because I got something more important I got to take care of than training.
Well, whatever it is, Uly, I hope that, you know, everything progresses in a positive manner, man.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you cut your dreads off?
I did, man. I cut them off last year.
Oh shit! What the
I
fuck?
know. I was like, wait, when he turns his
Yeah,
head, I want to see dreads back there.
Holy shit!
I cut them off last year, and let me tell you, I had fucking instant regret, dog. But I had
How the
instant
fuck didn't I
regret.
notice
But
that?
I'm growing my hair back. You'll see me with dreads in a few months.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the best concert you ever been to?
Best concert. Man, I've been to a million Pitbull concerts. I used to be the head of security. I was on stage for those. But I gotta say Cypress Hill, man. I'm a big Cypress Hill fan. I went to one of their concerts a while back, and it was dope.
And it was insane in the membrane, wasn't
Why
it?
don't you jump? Hell yeah, nice cue, dog. Why don't you jump on? I think his is Hot Boxing. No, that's with Mike. Smoked Out or some shit. You know, with the lead singer. What the fuck's his name? I'm having a blank.
Be Real.
Be Real, man. Yeah, he has a dope ass podcast in his Lolo. And all they do
you
is
know what,
burn
man?
out,
Once I get back in motion, I start making things happen. You know what I mean? The thing about, you know, this life is crazy, man. You know, just a few years back, I never saw myself where I'm at today. I got myself, you know, I finally put my head down, got to work, started, you know, got consistent with fighting, and it's taking me around the world. It's giving me great opportunities. This is one of them. So once I put my head down again and really get back to work with fighting, all those opportunities just open up for me, man. You know what I mean? And not just for me. I'm talking for anybody that puts their head down and just gets to work, man. You know, so, and you know, and that's the blueprint. There is no cheat code. If you want the cheat code, it's grind.
Hard
And
work
do
and
this shit
dedication.
every day. Do it when people aren't looking. Do it when you don't want to do it. On your hard days, you still got to get up and do it. No fucking excuses, no crying, no bullshit. Nobody gives a shit about your hard days. So just do it, and you know it definitely pays off.
Amen to that. That's great advice for anyone who's paying
Right.
attention, who's chasing their fucking dreams, us included. I feel like our dreams are now coming, like our vision is now being seen by others. And I think that's the hardest part when you start chasing your dream is like everyone else around you, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And, you know,
Of course.
nobody can see it. Nobody can see the progress that you're putting in behind the scenes.
Of
And
course.
then
And nobody cares about your shit like you do. You know what
exactly,
I mean? Nobody,
exactly. And then all of a sudden you fast forward in a few years and then the vision's fucking there for everyone. You're like, see, I was onto something.
absolutely.
All about
Absolutely.
delayed gratification, I'd say.
Yeah, man, for sure. Seeing the
Absolutely.
larger picture.
But I got a
No.
question for you, Uly.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one.
Oh,
I think so. If I think you're going in the right direction.
it's probably not what you thought it does.
Oh.
But anyway, what if you can share it? What's the reason you guys stopped doing Don't Blink?
That
If
was
it-
the
if
question.
that's-
Yeah, I was
oh,
wondering
okay.
about his podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Don't Blink did amazing. We did 2 years consistently. We did not miss 1 week in 2 years. I had a great crew. They're all still part of my crew. They're all still great friends of mine. But when it came to the business end of Don't Blink, we weren't it wasn't coming together. You know what I mean? We would have meetings for 2 years. We would have meetings. Everybody had ideas. We'd have a meeting. We share the ideas. Everybody's like, okay, yeah, we came up with a good idea. But then when we would leave the meeting, nobody would come together and make it work when it comes to business. And at the end of the day, look, I love fighting. I love podcasting. I love speaking to people. But if it's not making any money, it's not making any sense, and especially if you're putting your time into it, because after 2
Yeah,
years,
it takes a lot of time, man. Podcasting is not just some bullshit show, dude. It takes a lot of time to schedule, get on point, do all
Because
the
if you care, especially if you care about it, especially if you care about it. So,
yeah.
Don't Blink was my baby, man. We had it from conception all the way to what we built it to. It was amazing. We had fucking amazing guests.
You had
Well,
a
we
lot
just-
of dope ass guests.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we did. We did have a lot of dope guests. We had, but just the business aspect of it, we couldn't bring that together. So we just had to part ways on business. But like I said, everybody there is still great friends. There was no hard feelings. Everybody kind of
That's what's
understood
up.
because everybody was putting their time into it, not really getting anything back. And it's that's what happens sometimes with business, man. Sometimes you gotta go off on your own and find your own lane. And I felt, honestly, for me, that's something that's always worked. You know what I mean? When I try to do things as a group, it never really works out because I like to be a leader, but I don't like to be bossy. So I don't like to, like, if we're working together and I feel like I gotta tell you what to do, then I don't feel good about it. I'm like, I'll give you an idea. Like, look, I know this is gonna work. If you go with it, fine. If you don't, then I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm not gonna tell him anymore because he's not listening. Obviously, you know what I mean?
bet you that makes you a really good coach, though.
You know what? I'm not big into coaching. And if I
Really?
do coach, I'm not. I'm not big into coaching. And if I do, like, I'm not a guy who would open my own gym just because I know how this world is, especially the fight world. Everybody wants to be a fighter until you start fighting.
Yeah.
This shit is not easy. It's not. There is no glitter, glam, and gold until you get to a certain point. And then when you get to that point, they'll knock you right off that pedestal immediately. We live in a world of instant gratification where you see something on Instagram and people only post their good shit. Hardly anybody posts their bad shit. So you see something on Instagram, you like it. By the time you scroll up 3 times, you fucking forgot what the fuck you just liked and looked at. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's a good point.
and that's the world we live in, man. So I'm more focused on my family, myself, any business ventures that make sense. I look into those, and I'm a guy who has I like to think I have long vision. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't go for the fast buck. I'd rather be broke for 5 years, knowing that on the 6th year I'm gonna make something happen out of what we started.
Yeah. Me and Ty knew that when we signed on because we were like, fuck it, we're gonna ride the storm out. So now we're just looking for people to believe in us to help us start getting to the paper so people start noticing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think
We
it's taken
signed
us
on,
a
we said,
long
"Fuck it,
time.
We're with it. Here we are.
You know what's
No,
cool about getting to the point where we're at now is that we have catalog. If you want to look at it for a production or a content value for hours put in, There's musicians out there who are selling their entire catalog, which sometimes is only like 300 songs or some shit worth of information or work or content, right? And they're selling it for $180 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, there's when you put in the amount of content that we have, I mean, that's one thing that we have on our side now is like for
Fights
in exchange of value.
concerts,
Yeah.
fucking.
It
you
was
know what I
hard to
mean?
get to that point to build a value on us. You know what I mean? And now that
Streaming
we're
our
there,
own fights. Shout out to Kill Eagle Promotions. That's where I got this.
Hell
That's where
yeah.
I got this big old thing. That's
So-
for our future right there.
you know, concerning bare knuckle, Uly, as a man that's been taking some time off, who's your favorite fighter that you like to watch right now, man? Like, who do you fucking have your eye on as a fan?
Man, who do I have my in bare knuckle? Who do I have my eye on as a fan? Man, I love my boy Palomino, man. I think you know he's doing it. I think he deserves like a big name. You know, I love to see Mike Perry out there doing his thing. He's a dog.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm looking forward to see who the Juggernaut's gonna fight next.
Who do you
know,
think,
Me too.
in your personal opinion, where do you think that's gonna go? Actually,
I don't know, man. I don't know. The 180, he has the 185 belt and the 205 belt, right?
right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
He's
I'm
looking
not
for the heavy.
And his eyes on the heavyweight belt, big time.
Yeah. Well, they took that from Alan Belcher. So who's the next guy? Oh, Rothwell. That'd be a fucking crazy.
Oh, he called
fight.
out Rothwell.
Oh
On
yeah,
the
no,
show.
he's smart. Yeah, I think
Episode one.
that might.
Or episode 2.
If you,
The thing about Juggernaut, man, is he knows how to work that mic. He knows how to speak. He knows how to get the people listening and interested. And that's how his career's flourished from. You know what I mean? He's the guy on the mic for BKFC. He's in every fight, you know, and that's what you need to do. You need to be seen. He's doing his thing, business wise as well, you know. And
Yeah.
I think it's helped him a lot in the What's that?
Is he like the Floyd of BKFC, man? Because Floyd was a master on the mic, man.
I mean, I guess you could say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think since he's done so well on the mic, I think BKFC's helped him out in his career. You know what I mean? With some fights here and there, he's done his thing. But you know, they've paved a little path for him to get to where he's at, and you know, God bless him for that.
Absolutely, man.
I got another question for you. Uncle Joey Diaz says you need 3 motherfuckers to take over a country. Who's your 3 people that would take over a country that you would take over a country with?
Hell yeah, that was a good question, dog. I love Joey Diaz.
Man, me.
Yeah.
I got my son and my nephew that are my right hand, and I got my brother, man. My brother Tico. Shout out to Tico. He's an animal. Me and him could take it over ourselves, but I'll take my kids with me.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. What a team. I'd choose my brothers too, man. There ain't no fucking doubt about it, bro. I got the individuals that I need to take over.
Yeah, damn right.
Right. I was gonna say might all live in town too. All right. I got one final question on my end here. When was the last time you wanted to beat someone's ass on the street?
I love that question.
Oh, that shit happens once a day when you're driving this Miami traffic, man.
I want to add to that question, man.
Right fucking now.
How many years has it been since you beat someone up on the street, dog?
Man, it's been many years. It's been many years. I've really cooled off when it comes to that. I don't fuck with nobody on the street no more. You know, like anybody, you have your little moments where you're like, you know what, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But I cool off quick, and at the end of the day, I'm very you know, I'm very I know myself really well, so I know what I can do. And aside from that, I've been to prison. My whole criminal career was, you know, have a violent past. I've cleaned myself up from that. I enjoy and I take pride in being a good dad and a good friend.
You think like 10 years plus, or you got 10 years of street fighting sobriety?
No, way less than that for sure. Way less than that. But again, you know, when it comes to street fights, I'm more scared of myself than I am scared of you, because I'm scared what I'm gonna do to you and how.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm definitely not scared of what you coming to, you know, doing to me, but I'm scared what's gonna happen when I do to you, because, and I don't say this shit to brag or to boast or even to be funny, because I think all of us got this person in them where when it gets to a certain point and it gets personal, you know, I turn to a demon. You know what I mean? A real demon. You know what I mean? And I get mad at myself once it's all over, and for turning into that demon. So, and for letting people turn me into that person. So, you know, I try to keep a cool head as much as possible. Now, that being said, you fuck with my family, it's over. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
demon's coming. You
absolutely,
know what I
man.
mean?
That's that
That demon's
family man
coming,
in
no
you, man.
questions asked. And I think that's just like that goes without being said for anybody.
Yeah, you're definitely a family man. It seems like every time we catch you, the first thing you said is, "Oh, I just with the family, man."
Oh, always, man. My kids are with me training. I take them to school every morning. My kids live with me. I got them full time. You know, they're at football practice now. You know, thank God my wife by my side. I couldn't ask for a better partner. She's definitely one of the people I take over you know, a world with. So I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed. You know what I mean? It seems I'm not a real religious guy, but I am spiritual. I believe in God, and I feel like the better I do uh for myself, you know, the better, you know, God surrounds me with, man. So, you know,
There's a
I'm
saying, man.
blessed right now.
The better you are, the better you are every day, the easier life gets.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah, I
That's it.
really, I love
And the
that
harder I
saying.
work, the luckier I get.
That's it, man. I have recently, I want to give all glory to God as well, man. I've recently reconnected with God, you know, and I started going to church a little bit, reading, picked up a Bible. Shout out to Nate Shook. He reached out and sent me a Bible. That was badass.
That's awesome.
But no, I like what, like I said, I'm not a religious man. And neither, like, I believe in several gods. I have a weird fucking belief system, but like, I believe there's an overall creator, and I've really taken to it, man. So I'm right behind you on that. All glory to God, and all good things are possible when you do good shit.
Absolutely.
I've
I'm with
met
you 100.
Anubis once. That was a pretty crazy experience.
So where?
Uh-huh.
You've been to where?
I said I met Anubis once. That was a pretty crazy.
You want to talk on it, dog?
What's Anubis? What is that?
Anubis, that's the Egyptian god.
Tell him about it, dog.
What? Hold on. He doesn't. Anubis is the fucking the jackal.
In
Okay,
Egyptian culture,
In
yeah.
Egyptian culture.
Yeah.
Man, I was allegedly off a little bit of root. I call it the root. If you figure it out,
The toad.
you know, toad.
Yeah.
Root.
Diatryptamine, man.
Yeah.
Oh fuck
And,
yeah.
Man, I was going through like this fucking wicked sandstorm. There was like,
Damn. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Still tell the view. Oh, there is he back?
I was going through a wicked fucking sandstorm, right? But like the sand was like people fucking, and then I started extending, and then I'm going up like the side of this clock tower, like big ass grandfather clock, sand's fucking running down, bang, and then out of nowhere, Anubis shoulder and head pops out, and I was like, holy shit! As I'm like ascending past him, it was a mind-boggling experience.
Did you allegedly ever do the toad again after that?
Oh. I'll do the toad right now. Fuck it. No, hell yeah, I'd do it again. Have I done it since then? I haven't, but it was a good time.
Uly, I don't want to keep you all day. I know you're a busy dad, man, but I definitely want to have a moment for you to offer some advice to some young gentlemen chasing their dreams, bro. If you could offer us the best piece of advice from where we currently are? What do you got for us, man?
First, most importantly, you gotta change. You know, you gotta change the people around you. You gotta have people around you that have the same mindset, that want to push you forward. That's for sure. Number two, most important, and number 2, 3, and 4, most important to me is consistency.
Hell
like
yeah.
I said, you gotta put your head down. You gotta get to work. At the beginning, nobody's gonna believe in you. It's gonna be hard for you to believe in yourself, but just keep going and keep going. And some people get it faster than others. Some people it takes a little longer, but you will see daylight. You will get the notoriety you're looking for, the pay you're looking for, or whatever it is you're chasing. You will get it if you stay consistent. But you definitely have to change if you're young and you got people around you that don't have the same mindset, you're gonna start, but you're never gonna continue to do what you're doing because you get deviated. It's easy to
Amen, bro.
I got deviated many times throughout my life, so it took me a while to start. But once I got started, I changed my surroundings and I just kept going forward, and it's catapulted me, man, in life.
I cherish these conversations that I get with you because Uly, you have a very similar story to my own. You're a little older, you have more experience in certain directions, and you have more successes than I do. So what your words say and what you do, what you say here means like I'm soaking that in like a fucking sponge, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any sponsors or anybody you want to shout out? I'm sure you do, your family and shit.
Oh, I was gonna get.
You know what,
Oh, do
man?
you?
My only sponsor I want to talk to. My boy Rejuveline. Shout out to Javi and everybody over there taking care of. They're taking care of a bunch of fighters in BKFC. And that's about it, man. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Congratulations again on the Amazon play. That's amazing. You know, I look forward to seeing you guys in person soon at one of these fights. And God willing, I'll see you in Miami. And God willing, I'm fighting August 25th. So let's see what happens.
Let's fucking rock out, Uly, man.
We can make it happen. We'll try to make it happen here.
Levi had a question for you before we let you go.
I just wanted to give you a quick prediction on just on the main fight of John Dodson versus J.R. Ridge. Who you got there?
Man, I think
that's a dog fight.
I think it's gonna be John Dodson in the first round, quick.
Really? No question, huh?
No question.
Dang.
All right.
We love John Dodson too, man. He's a fucking fun person to be around.
But I respect J.R. Ridge's fucking game too.
They bang, dude.
They bang.
Yeah. Levi, why don't you lead us out of our sponsors before we forget, man? I definitely don't want to close out before we mention them.
Right.
Absolutely.
Quick shout out to our boys at Donnybrook and Co. I had to bring
Hell yeah, Donnybrook. You guys are coolest, man.
Guerrilla Warfare Apparel, TWB10 at checkout. Save yourself 10% off. Best gear in the fight world. If you don't know, join the lifestyle. That's all it is. That's all you got to know. 20 past 4. Your one-stop vaping head shop. 5 locations. 2 in Great Falls, 1 Helena, 1 Billings, 1 in Prescott, Arizona.
Let's go. You're rocking, dog.
Hudson's Trash Removal. If you need something removed, call Hudson. He'll bring his fucking Ford truck and his trailer. Come get it done. If it's something you can't mention, don't tell me. Tell him. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, you're shooting from the hip too, dog.
Halftime Sports Bar. You want to come watch the fights on August 11th? If we're not out of town, you come join us because we'll be there. That's how we get down. And Taco Treat. You want to get them tacos? Go get the tacos.
And the last one would be our auntie, Jamie St. Mark. Shout out to her. And I also want to shout out Beard, Wisconsin. If you want to get your beard nice and greasy and your mustache looking fucking curly,
keep it going.
Make sure you hit up our boys at Beard, Wisconsin. That's Montana all the way to Wisconsin. We're bringing you the best beard oil and beard balm in the game. Those guys over there are always supportive towards the fight community. If you don't believe me, go check out their IG. Use their promo code weekly15 and save 15% off on Beard Wisconsin's products.
And shout out to anyone that watched us from Only Hands tonight.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Vince Anderson and all them boys.
Shout out to everybody that watched. Shout out to Fight World Live. You guys are doing your thing, man. I appreciate you boys, and I'll see you soon, dog.
Dude, you're the fucking coolest, Uly. You're the best, bro. Thank you.
Keep an eye out for Uly's new podcast.
Hell yeah.
Negative to positive. Catch me on it.
You're the coolest, man.
All right, brother. Love, man. Yo.
Peace.